What's going on, people? Welcome to the Flex and Rants show. Another week, man. We saying Rants?
All good, bro.
All good. Transfer window is open. We're linked with everyone, as you can imagine. Some good players, though, that we're actually linked with. But the first thing we're going to talk about today is we've got a bunch of youth players that are a lot of United fans think are ready or should be getting more game time or bench appearances, or however you look at it, because it's hard to say that all of them should play in the first team. And we've got a big summer coming up. The question I'm asking is, how does Ollie approach this? Because he's already talking up the youngsters with some of them, like even like the likes of Gomez, tipped to maybe leave and stuff like that, saying maybe about Tuanzebe coming back in. Some Villa fans have even said, yeah, he's okay, but I don't think he's ready to be a top centre-half in the thing yet. How many of our youngsters are ready is the first question. And the second question is, do we need to balance it, or do we just put more youngsters in? Like, where do you sit on that and how Ollie approaches that?
Oh, no. I think out of all of them, I think Mason's the only one that I think is ready. I think Gomez has star quality as well. Like, out of all of them, I think them two, like, they're stars, innit? Like, they've got that. Like, Gomez has got that star quality about him. He could play in the Premier League week in, week out. Maybe not at our club, but he's Premier League level. Like, he's ready.
That whole thing about him being little and stuff like that, it's a myth, isn't it?
I didn't like that, though, from Ollie, to be honest. Like, talking about his stature and stuff like that. I think that shows kind of where his head's at, and that's a very old kind of British mentality towards football, bruv. Like, even now, when you look at David Silva, he's playing central midfield. He's not playing in the 10. He's playing centre mid. And he's like 5'6", 5'7". Like, and he's slighter built, but he moves the ball around. And he's not a kicker, he's not a tackler, but he can still play in there. Do you know what I mean? And I think it's just that dinosaur
it is an old
way
school
of
thing.
thinking,
it's an old school thing.
I don't really like that.
But you only got to look at the Spain team of 2010 onwards and how amazing those players were. They had Iniesta, Xavi, flipping Mata, little David Villa.
Fernando
Torres.
I think Torres was the only player that over
was
6 foot.
Exactly. So like, it is a myth.
It's a bit mad, bro. I don't really like that. I didn't like that, and I can understand why Gomez didn't like that either. Do you know what I mean? So,
and he's always going to be tarnished with it as well, especially being a small player. You've got even Raheem Sterling's not the biggest. He's tiny. He's small. So you know what I mean. But he's rapid. So
but he plays out wide, innit?
And he is strong though as well.
He is strong. When you play in the centre of the park, they've got this idea that you have to be big, you have to be strong and all of that. But do you know what I mean? Fred's tiny as well. Like, you know what I mean? He's little, but he's tenacious. So as long as Gomez has the right spirit, like he can play in there, bro. His size isn't really a factor. So I didn't really like that.
Are you scared? I say scared, worried or apprehensive are the right words. That we could promote too many. Like, you know, we have at times, because we've seen how bad our team is, we've all gone at some stage, just put them in. I mean, that was just because it was dire straits at the end of the season. But in terms of actually this rebuild, you know, we're linked with Daniel James, Sessegnon, Wan-Bissaka, good young players. Are you worried that we might put a few in that aren't ready yet and it could go wrong, or you think we'll get the balance right?
If we buy them, then I don't mean it's an issue. Like I always said, as long as these men are here to bolster the squad, it's fine. Wan-Bissaka can start, innit? I already know he's Premier League proven. But James and Sessegnon, them man are for the bench, innit? If we're buying them for the bench, I'm happy with that. Because they'll grow with the club, innit? Like, in 2 years' time, they'll be ready to start week in, week out. And also, in the meantime, they'll be developing, playing with better players.
Shows the club's trying to do a philosophy, innit? Trying to have a clear thinking process as to the next few years.
For the future, which I don't mind, because these players won't be expensive. And there is resale on them, and also like you're thinking about the future. And I think that's what Ed wanted to do anyway when signing players. He always spoke about resale, and he spoke about buying younger players.
So only in the recent years we haven't done it.
And that's why he didn't want to sanction the likes of the Perisic and the Willian deals and all those, because like he's thinking it from a future perspective and a business perspective, innit? So I think him and Ollie, their ethos is kind of aligning that way, innit? That's why I think they'll get on. But I do think that we need ready-made ballers. We need 4 or 5 ready-made players, and then the Jameses and the Sessegnons. If you want to bring in players like that for the future as well, completely cool with that. It means we can get rid of some dead wood, and then the players on the bench can be young, hungry players ready to come in, and also academy players. I'm cool with that.
And that's by obviously we're always linked with so many players, but I think the key that I'm seeing already in a very early transfer window. I mean, it's only been open a week or so, and not even everyone's finished playing yet. It's as difficult as it is to get deals over. I don't really see the plus side of that anyway. But in a time where we're always linked with players, at least this time it isn't, say, an Arnautovic or Willian or George Boateng or Perez. Do you know what I mean? It's players that you kind of hear it and think, oh, do you know what? Yeah, I could see that actually. That's quite exciting. Maybe, you know. I know some fans have been like Daniel James, and you know everyone just quickly jumped onto YouTube and. Because, you know, I haven't seen much of him, so they've done the whole thing. I've decided in this 4-minute YouTube video that he's exactly what we need. I'm never, ever going to do that. I tweeted out, I said, look, I'm not going to profess to know everything about this kid. I did have a little look, and I do remember when he scored that goal for Wales, actually. I thought, oh, that kid, sort of thing. But I hadn't heard loads and loads about him. But when I did look at what type of player he was just from that, yes, I can't say this is exactly what we need, he's going to be a success. But what at least... it shows that Ollie and people at the club are thinking, all right, you can see the mould of player that they're trying to get. Obviously, nothing's concrete until we get someone holding up the red shirt saying they've signed. Yeah. But we need that. Maybe like that whole relatively unknown young player. You know what I'm saying? From within, maybe even in English football.
Bro, I'm all for that. Like, I'm all for that style of player. When I saw him playing, I said... he's exactly the style of player we need because one, we don't have wingers, and two, he's direct. When he gets the ball, he just wants to go past people, and he goes down the outside, which I've been screaming for. Yeah. Because there's bare men that want to come in all the time. Do you know what I mean?
Just pollute the midfield.
It kills the play. So the fact that he actually wants to stretch teams and go down the outside, you can play him on the left and the right. I'm all for it. The same as Sessegnon, he can cover at left back, and he can also play left wing. So you get him as well. Like, you've got two positions covered. You've got someone that's direct, pacey, technical. Those are the kind of players that I want to see at the club. So if Ollie gets them two in, I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? We've got two wingers there already. That's two more than we currently have. And Sessegnon can play fullback as well. So I think those are two brilliant signings if we get them. But they shouldn't take away from the fact that we still need ready-made men to come in now. I mean, so if Ollie does end up, say, buying 6 man, and 2 of them are for the future, but they'll feature next season, and 4 to come straight in, I'd say that's good business.
Absolutely. When you say, because you see, for me, there's 2 things I want to say actually. I've seen a lot of United fans just on social media, and a few people that have messaged me or are speaking to, whatever. Oh, flex, man. Daniel James, we're looking at these championship ballers, man. But I think what you got to remember is the type of profile of player that we need to buy. Like, we could go and buy a Griezmann right now. Do you know what I mean? Maybe he wouldn't come, obviously, because I don't mean like that, like he wants to come, but I'm saying we've got the money to, yeah? Even the Dybala thing keeps coming up. I don't know what you guys think at home, I don't know what you think, but my take on this whole buying the top echelon world-class player right now, I don't think we have the best environment for these players to thrive. We've seen that with the Pogba situation. Obviously, the Di Maria one is its own thing. We've seen it with the Alexis thing, even though he died a slow, painful death in his own right. But I don't think that... imagine you put Griezmann, like we spent a good chunk, so we say 150, 200 M's, which is 90% of what we're going to have to spend this summer, and put all their eggs into that kind of basket. It's not going to be a great atmosphere for him to be in. I don't think our squad would change that much. I just want players. Exactly, and we've seen it. Like, I keep saying it, you can take Pogba and swap him with De Bruyne right now. Yeah, he might do that thing what people say about it might put in more of a shift and run around a bit more and all that.
He wouldn't score as many goals.
It wouldn't change. You could take Luka Modric right now and put him in our team. He'd still struggle in this current cohort of players, and that's the difference. We need an overhaul. We don't need 1-star man. We don't need 2-star men. We need 5 or 6 good quality players who actually kind of know the league, like a Wan-Bissaka, Maddison, a Chilwell, what's his face? Harry Maguire. I've just named all Leicester players, but do you know what I mean though? Like, I'm not just saying only Leicester players, but do you see what I'm saying is within the league and players who can kind of improve our team.
I'm with you. That's the direction I would go. Wan-Bissaka would be a 6 signing. I'd get Ndidi from Leicester. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? You got Neves at Wolves.
Neves, another one. You know what I mean? I'd even take Jota.
There's ballers, yeah.
I would take Jota.
Yeah, there's ballers, bruv. I'm telling you. So
Richarlison.
Yeah, we need to go down that kind of route. We need to go down that kind of route, stabilise, comfortably get top 4, and then we can go up a level and sign players in the level above that so we can compete in the Champions League once we're back in it. But we need to get back in there comfortably and then build from there, bro.
You think this, because obviously we are dead certain Europa, unless City get this ban and Arsenal win the Europa League. Let's not even discuss that, because that's all if buts and maybes, and I can't see City getting a ban. But we are obviously in Europa. How do we? How do you think the best way to deal with that next year is? Because there's two sides here. There's the side of we've got a lot of ground to get up, and we might not even make top 4 next year. It's probably our best chance. So do we play our strongest team every game with maybe the likes of Greenwood in there for the starting, or do we just put the kids out? What
I think it depends on how we recruit in the summer.
Yeah.
If we recruit well, and we're going into this Premier League like chest out, like, man, we're ready. Then cool, we can go for top 4. But I reckon we just have to play it by ear. I'd still play Greenwood in the Europa League, like the way Loftus-Cheek and what's his name have been playing, Hudson-Odoi.
Even Ampadu, the one with the dreadlocks in it, he's good. Yeah.
Like, play them. I would play a mixture. I'd play a similar team to like what I'd play in the League Cup. Yeah. To be honest, because in the early stages that should be enough to beat these man. If it's not, then you shouldn't be at the club. Yeah. You should be able to beat these man, because it's the equivalent of you going out on loan to like a championship club. You know what I mean? When you're playing against some of these teams. So if you can't beat them, like, you shouldn't be here. So I would do that, and then we'll see how we're faring in the league, and then prioritise. But for me, I wouldn't go all out to win the Europa League, brother. I would play a very mixed team. I'd play my second goalkeeper. Yeah. I'd rest a few, man. I'd bring in like Twanzebe to play centre back, and I would do that.
Who would the second goalkeeper be next year?
Who knows?
Might not even be Romero, bro. Yeah, no, he could be the number 1.
I think De Gea's gone, mate.
You think he's definitely going? Yeah. What makes you say that? What makes you think, like, do you know what?
I just feel like he would have signed something already, bro. Do you know what I mean? I just feel like the way he's playing now, this is the worst I've ever seen him play, apart from when he first came.
Where would be likely destinations? Like PSG, maybe?
PSG.
I mean, Buffon's on his way out, but still not out, though.
Herrera's already there. And,
Buffon might say, I'll take a bit part, just do cups and a couple of league games.
Yeah, Buffon could just be number 2 now. Old man, still pick up your money, you know what I mean? And just do a little cameo thing.
Because he ain't going to go... I don't see Real Madrid cashing in on Courtois like after one season.
Nah, but then again, Zidane
did have a
stinker. Him, though. Zidane was like, love, you're going to know who the number 1 is next year, bro. I'm going to chop someone.
Speaking of Zidane, obviously this whole Bale thing's out, unused substitute. There was a lot of... It got clear up, though, because there was a lot of bullshit saying that Zidane said... even if I had 4 subs, I wouldn't use him. It wasn't real.
Just
but
like that Roy Keane quote, that was my quote that someone else used as a Roy Keane quote, and it went viral, blood. You know what I mean?
Roy Keane didn't say nothing about no disabled thing, and he ain't got no social media like that.
You see what I'm saying? Roy Keane don't know Instagram like that. Do you see what I'm saying? And when I said that Rashford was shanking free kicks into the disabled stand, like... Do you get me? And then someone just changed the quote, added a few things in and said Roy Keane said it, and it went viral.
Do you know what? I was trying to think, when you said that tweet, I was like, whatever, Rand, you never said that. And I thought back into all the shows. I was like, actually, I do remember him saying something about like Rashford's shots going over the thing and licking people down. I couldn't remember the exact thing you said. But was it in one of these shows when you said that? When you
I
said,
did, and then
was it about free kicks?
Yeah, and then in my Rants Red Talk as well.
Oh, you said it in that?
4 days before, and the video was on the Twitter.
Oh, you said it close to the time when that thing came out.
4 days before the
because a while ago on this thing you said
it before, but then I was talking about Rashford and the haircuts, bruv, and the lines in his hair.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's talking about like Pogba haircuts. Rashford's always got the fresh lines, the mohawk and that, bruv. And you know what I mean? The man's always got the little picture of getting his hair cut before the games and that. No one talks about that. You talk about Pogba's, bruv. And that's what I said. I said, the man's shanking shots into the disabled stand, bro. Do you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden this quote comes out. Loads of United fans loving it, saying it's Roy Keane, because they thought it was Keano, but it was me. So sorry, guys. You know, the ones there. Like, unfortunately, it wasn't Keano.
Roy Keane would never say that.
Do you know what I mean? So all the men that were hating and that, bruv, you do agree with me, bruv. You just don't like the fact that I'm saying it, but that's fine, innit? Is what it is.
With the Bale thing, he can't come to United now. Surely that ship has sailed.
He can, and he will. I just feel like he will. Woodward can't help himself. Woodward has to flex his muscles somehow. We're going to get Gareth Bale on loan. And you know what? If we get Gareth Bale on loan, I'm here for it, blood. You know why?
A loan might not be that bad.
You know why I'm here for it? Because they'll pay half his wages. which is perfect. We don't have to pay a fee for man. And then if he's not fit, all the time, it don't matter.
Yeah.
We got a free Bale, blood. That we still got 4 man we could bring in on top of him, or 5 man, because he's not costing us nothing. So actually, it's like getting him on a free, blood. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And if you're getting man on a free, that doesn't affect our transfer activity. We can still bring in another winger. So if that's the case, I'm all here for that, bruv. The loan thing. But what we won't do is you can't buy him outright.
No way.
That's poor business.
If we do that,
Ed will know that.
Yeah.
Ed will know that it's not good business, isn't it?
But it could be interesting if you do get him on a loan and he has a half decent season, then we've got a decision to make.
Blamming it
because you can see, imagine he has one of these seasons where he ain't been fit for so long, comes Man United fit for the whole season, gets 25 goals, we all get gassed and be like,
he'll be worth 60 mil at his age though, blood. Man could pay the 60 M's for Bale shelling it. Yeah. And bruv, he'll come, and the thing is, because if Pogba does leave, then Bale's coming, because Woodward will want a franchise, blood. He will, innit? It will be Griezmann or Bale. He'll want a franchise player. He will.
Do you think he'll want that this year?
Yes, blood. Because
like
Pogba, if Pogba leaves, he needs it. Because he's thinking about shirts. He's like, how can I replace the Pogba shirt money? Think about it. Like, that's a lot of money if Pogba leaves, you know. Not just that, just the amount of shirts man sold. Even I bought one. And I don't buy no shirts with a player. I've never had a shirt with a player's name on it before that. Do you know what I mean? So... like when I was growing up as a youth, I used to have my own name on my shirts. I've never had no players on there. Like, and the gas with the Stormzy thing and all that, bro.
It was crazy,
you know what I'm saying? So really, like when I think about it, if Pogba does leave, he'll need to replace that revenue with another player.
It
will be Gareth Bale or it will be Antoine Griezmann, blood. And there's rumours that he's not going Barca now. So where's he going, bro?
I don't think we'll get Griezmann.
But I don't either.
I don't think we'll get Griezmann.
If we ever got Griezmann, bro, I'm going mental.
But again, the thing with the Griezmann thing is, we'd have to buy him outright, no loan for that. That's mega money. Again, I don't think Griezmann comes and solves anything.
Nah, I do.
I don't think that.
I believe because the inconsistency, you don't have to worry about that from someone like Griezmann. That's the difference.
But is he going to get the service? Is he going to be in a squad that's creating chances? No, he's not. He's not going to be.
Bro, we say that, but how many chances has Rashford and Lukaku and them man missed this season? Bare. You know the one says, so as much as we don't create chances, bro, them man miss bare chances. Do you know what I'm saying? And the thing is, good players make a chance out of a half chance. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the difference.
I think if we got Griezmann, I'd see it as it would just be flashes of brilliance in odd matches from him. But as a team, we're just not good enough.
It depends on who else we get.
But that's what I mean. Because if we spend a lot of money on Griezmann, I think it will scupper the rest of the peas that we got to spend. So
that's what I think is
we'll probably end up only bringing in 3 players as opposed to 5 or 6.
I think it's a free Bale thing, a free Bale, We're getting linked heavily with Felix, I don't know if we're gonna get him.
He's a baller.
He's a baller, bro. Reminds me of Kaká, bro. If he get him, then that means Pogba's definitely gone because he'll be the creative guy in the midfield. Pogba will be gone. Do you know what I mean? And then we'll need like an industrious midfielder as well, but I'd cop Ndidi, and then Wan-Bissaka right back. Koulibaly centre back.
You see the Koulibaly thing,
A lot hinges on whether Pogba goes or stays. What we do in the midfield department, because we can buy 2 players for the money that we'll get for him.
For who? For Pogba.
Yeah.
I know that the club. Someone said to me that the club don't want to sell him. Absolutely don't want to sell him.
I think he'll be.
But I think he'll if he forces through the move, if that phone rings and he has the right conversation with Zidane, he goes to Oli. Listen,
Jovic, Pogba, Hazard, blood. That's them man saying, give me the title back.
And Mbappe's up for grabs now.
But yeah,
he's come out saying that. So boy, he definitely have more responsibility at Real Madrid because they're in a rebuild. Imagine that.
But they just signed Jovic, so for me, they can't buy Mbappe now.
But then bought him for 56, 57 mil, something like that.
If anyone
that's peanuts to them, bro.
Anyone can, Real Madrid can.
Of course they can.
Scary. Anyhow they get Mbappe, Pogba, Jovic and Hazard.
You don't think? Actually, wait there. Think about it. This is almost certainly going to happen. Zidane is probably sitting there thinking, hold on a minute. Yeah, these are my guys, the French guys. I'm ringing up Mbappe right now. You come. I've got Paul Pogba coming. Like I said, Hazard's pretty much a done deal. Who are they going to bring in then? Because Neymar's going to be like, yo, where's my guy? Yeah. Neymar might even want to go as well, bro. Real Madrid might do an absolute mazza. On Koulibaly, he looked really good. I don't know if you saw that game the other day where he cleared it off the line. That was really good. And it's easy to look. It's easy with both things to say he had a poor display against Arsenal. So some fans were like, oh, see, look, he's not that good. And he does the goal line clearance. Oh, God, that's why we should sign him. End of the day, you still don't really know until they come to the Prem. But he does look like he possesses the attributes to be strong, powerful, big in the air, commanding. Exactly what you need from a centre-half. Read the game well. But He's 27, 28, I think.
Yeah, that's that first centre back. That's calm prime.
Gonna cost upwards of 80 M's.
Yeah.
Would you rather try and go and spend at 80 M's on Delit instead?
No.
19.
Nah, bruv. No, the reason why I
wouldn't prefer
is
him?
because Koulibaly, we need experience, and also we need a presence. Do you know what I mean? Delit's still a youth, bruv. Like he's younger than Lindelof.
He's
bruv.
an awesome youth.
Even if
man.
he's awesome, he
I
comes
think
in.
if
He's
you're
a
good
little
enough, you're
man,
old
though.
enough,
It don't
man.
matter. He's 19, bruv. Like if you're Victor, yeah, you're 23 and that. This 19-year-old ain't marshalling you, bruv. He's just not.
He looks better than Lindelof to me.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You're still a kid, bruv. Like you're not coming in, yeah, and just taking over the back four like that, bruv.
Bruv, if you're good enough, you can do it.
Nah.
You can do it. That's like Mbappe coming to a side where he's young, because he's badding it up and scoring goals and twisting a man up. Even the older strikers, this brother's on stuff. If Delit come to our club, he's the best centre back we got.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
He's
that
the best.
doesn't mean nothing, bruv. Like, what man ain't gonna be grabbing Smalling and them man and saying, yeah, boom.
They'll still be playing over.
You see what I'm saying? Whereas if Koulibaly comes in, bruv, just whamming that, yeah, like he's grabbing up Smalling and Jones saying, listen, yeah, like this is my defence. You see what I'm saying?
What I've seen from Delit, I think he's got a lot of balls. You saw how he dealt with. You see, he's captain of Ajax. Yeah,
I get all of that.
Even that speech he gave shows that he's got pedigree.
Yeah,
and
but
he's
I just know from being when you're in the dressing room, it's different.
You're not letting youngsters come in.
No way. You know what I'm saying? There's no way. Man don't have the presence to be going up to Jones and Smalling, yeah, in their club that they've been at for a decade and telling man, yeah, I am leading this line. They'll be like, listen, you man. Do you know what I mean? This is what will happen.
We're the favourites around here.
Koulibaly would just come in, bro, with that this shiny bald head,
But
yeah.
then,
just wham and just come in and he just, you know what I'm saying? Like when he walks in the change room,
just
man,
want that bad boy muscle.
Yeah.
You know what though? I think he'll go Barcelona. I think he'll go Barcelona.
Yeah,
I don't think we're seriously in for Delit.
Delit and De Jong are going
which
Barca.
is mad. But if he did come, it would show amazing intent from our club.
Yeah, but it would also show.
But
that
Oli and all of that would
for
have
him.
to show. Well,
because
yeah.
he's not coming for no other reason. Man got
Yeah,
to the
because why would he
semi-finals
want to
of
come
the
to us?
Champions League.
But I think he's a good centre half. I'd rather. I don't know if it was a choice
I'd rather
between playing.
Koulibaly, bro.
You'd rather Koulibaly.
I'd rather Koulibaly now, and then next season, man, will cop Maguire or something, yeah. And then you've got like the young guy that can be there after Koulibaly leaves. Do you know what I mean? Because by the time Koulibaly leaves, like Maguire will be his age. Do you see what I'm saying? And then that's the next one.
Let us know what you lot think. Rants prefers Koulibaly now. If I could choose, because I know it's in an ideal world, we're not in for Delit, so it's hypothetical. So yes, Koulibaly is a fantastic.
But we spoke
player.
to him though. I think he just don't want to come because we haven't got Champions League.
Yeah, exactly.
If we had Champions League,
so we're not in for him.
I reckon we get him. No brainer.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments what you lot think. Koulibaly or Delit in a hypothetical situation. Question time now, Rants. Let's go into the first question. I've got quite a few today. This is from the Green Devil. He says, hey lads, do you think Woodward will spend the cash freely this summer? And do you think he'll go for Bell?
Yeah. I think he's going to shell, bro. I think we're going to shell like 250 M's this summer at least. And we'll get Gareth Bale. I do. I think we'll get him on loan.
That's it about the Bale thing, man. Second question, nice and easy. This is from Adam Ahmed. Adil Ahmed, sorry, my bad.
That's my guy, bro.
Oh, is it? You know him,
Yeah.
yeah. Ads 285. Is that your guy? Yeah. All right, sick. He says Sancho or Pepe.
Pepe, all fucking day, blood. For the same reason why I said Koulibaly over Delit. Presence, blood. Pepe, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I've been screaming about this guy for so long. Yeah, I never thought we'd get him. If we get Nicolas Pepe, bro,
he is a baller. Like 24 as well.
Mahrez, yeah, but on the hard food though. You know them ones there that could run through, man. Like boom, assists, like goals. Power,
and he wouldn't cost 100 million either.
Skill, everything. He's got a lot, bro. And he's inverted. He's left-footed as well. We haven't had a left footer yet on that right wing. I need to see that. Do you know what I'm saying? Because when teams started doing that, we only had gigs, bro. And by then, he'd lost his source. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, like, I'm all for that.
OGS_United says, why do you think players will come to United? Oli doesn't have the same Paul Jose does, and we can't offer Champions League football. What, other than the name, would be a pulling factor for players to come here?
The fact that they can be a part of something, bruv, because man are rebuilding, yeah, new identity, obviously you say that Oli doesn't have the pull, but I tell you what, Jose don't have the pull that he used to have, bro. A lot of players turned him down. Remember,
even Jerome Boateng turned him down, bro.
You see what I'm saying? There were loads of players that got asked to come.
Godin, retirement fund and that.
A load of men said, nah, I don't want to play for him because the football's shit. So don't get it twisted, yeah. If you're a young attacking player, like, you don't want to play for Mourinho. You know what I mean? And those are the men that we're supposed to be going for now. So to say that he doesn't have the pull that Oli has, I think that's a bit premature still.
This is from Rodders, away from United. Who will win the Champions League and Europa League? You go first.
As I said, I have to change my mind. I thought it would be Chelsea, but I'm hearing they've got some serious injuries still. So then, like, my head's telling me Arsenal. I still have a feeling that Spurs are going to do it, bro, on penalties. I really do. I just feel like Liverpool's the obvious choice, but I just feel like the hangover from not winning the league, like, something could do them, bruv. Just penalties, something, like, they could be really unlucky. I wouldn't mind. I'd love if they were really unlucky and they lost it penalties.
Of course.
I'd love that, do you know what I mean? I'd love it if they battered Spurs. Do you know what I mean? Spurs tried their luck, had a goal disallowed, all that, then they lost, bruv. Like, I want them to lose in the most agonising way, fam. Can't even lie.
For me, I'm just going to epitomise what our season's been, which is shit, with all the rivals doing so well in City and Liverpool. And I can see Liverpool winning and Arsenal winning. And us,
sweep.
Yeah, clean sweep, full house at the bingo. And us just sitting in Europa on our ones. You know, like, this is the thing, yeah, that really, like, is getting to me, like, who was running up his mouth? Even Robbie, you know, was running up his mouth to me the other day, yeah? Exactly, saying, like, to be fair, what he was saying was right. He was like, yeah, but is our season over? We still got something to fight for. And I was like, I told my tongue, I was like, yeah. But I was like, listen, because I was sitting next to Troops and changing room. Troops was like, he's like, I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying nothing till we win.
Because they know if they don't win,
they're with us.
It's mad.
But.
And even if you do win, if Tottenham win, then your win don't mean nothing.
Oh, imagine. Like. I mean, Arsenal could have the worst season yet. Because if Tottenham win the Champions League and then they end up in Europa, that's worse than our season, in my opinion. Because at least Liverpool didn't win the league. That's like, you know, Tottenham winning the Champions League would be like us, Liverpool winning the league. For them. So, but it'd be worse than it'd be worse.
Because Arsenal never won the Champions League. We've won the league.
True.
You know the ones there. So
it would be worse. It would absolutely be worse. But I've got this big fear that, like I said, Arsenal are going to win. Compound our misery, and we'll just be stuck in Europa League on our ones. So that's who I think will win the Champions League and Europa, and obviously what Rants thinks. Who do you guys think will win the Europa League and Champions League? This is from Falcon_018. I missed out the first bit of his question because we've covered about Koulibaly or Dillit. I saw Rants said that Tony is a number 9. So we'll shift in Rashi to the left flank, Martial's the focal point, and Pepe on the right. Be good.
It would be, but for me, like, I don't know. I'm not trying to start Rashford next season, if I'm honest, bro, because I think that he doesn't offer anything on the left-hand side. He doesn't offer nothing. You know what I mean? The reason why he was more productive down the middle was for that reason, bruv. Like, he's very predictable down that side, and I just feel like his link play is not very good, so he has to play in the middle. I'd rotate him and Martial as the focal point, and I'd buy 2 wingers. I'd get Pepe and I'd get someone else in.
So do you think we need... This is a question off the top of my head, actually, because I keep thinking we need a 20-goal man season.
We don't know. We just need
or
wingers
do we need,
that are gonna bang goals.
You're saying spread it out. I want to see a proper number 9.
No, but I say spread
unless you're going to play Martial there and say get a run.
We're getting linked with Dembele, and that, but for me, play Martial there, bro. Like, he proved under LVG, in a team that was run. Like, he can bang goals from and down the middle.
He can.
Play him there. He's a 9. And he's a year older than the Rashford. He's a mature player, brother. You've seen the composure and the way he plays. Play him down the middle, rotate him with Rashi and Mason as the number 9. We get rid of Lukaku and Sanchez, and instead of buying another striker, bring wingers in. We don't have none. We have no wingers. Bring in James. Bring in Sessegnon. Bring in Pepe. Bring in Pepe, and bring in one more winger.
Maybe even Zaha.
Yeah, but I'll bring them both. You see what I'm saying? And we've got like a 20% sell on of Zaha anyway. So if we had to buy him, we'd get him for cheap because we wouldn't have to pay ourselves. Do you know? Exactly. You see what I'm saying? So we'll get him for 20% off. Like, I'll buy Wolf and Pepe. That's what I would do with the money from Lukaku. Don't buy another striker to replace the 2 strikers we lost. Just bring wingers. Bring Mason through. Then we got 3 strikers. We don't need another one.
Okay, see how that goes. This is a funny one, actually. I'll take this one first and see what you think, which I'm sure I know what you're going to say. Dragon Silver 14 says, do you think 5 signings can make us challenge for the title? No, I don't. I think we're... if we were to win the title next season, it would be reminiscent of a flipping Ranieri. It's funny how you knew exactly what I was going to say. Like, because of where we are, not as a club. Like, obviously, as a club, we should be winning titles. But where we are at a club at the moment, we are light years behind City and Liverpool. Light years. We're far behind even Tottenham.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if we were to win the league next season, it would be nothing short of a miracle. I don't think anyone could see that. So, and 5 signings in one summer window with getting 5 out and 5 in, almost impossible.
Yeah, you'd think so. You'd think that, yeah.
Unless
I'm not worried about
unless the 5 players we did buy were Modric, Mbappe, Messi, like ridiculous level, in each position. Unless the 5 signers were that, then
it's not gonna happen.
Absolutely. So basically, Man United can still make Champions League if Arsenal win the Europa League and Man City get banned. Right, I'm gassed if we make it. Will you lot be if that happens?
It depends on who we sign, blood. Because man could get in there and just get absolutely gangbanged, bruv. Man's not really on that, you know? I'm not really on that.
Like, as I was saying about, towards the end of the season, I was like, you know what? Let's not even get in the Champions League. What's the point? We probably won't even make it out of the groups.
Bruv, I'm not trying to be in there if man are getting bullied, innit? Like, I'm not on it. I'm not trying to see my team lose 10-2, bruv. Like, I'm not in it. Yeah. Like, I don't see the point.
I'm not our current thing would be that.
I'm not just trying to take part, bro. You know what I mean? If man still got Ashley Young at right back, I'm not trying to see him come up against Mbappe, blood.
Young's Teflon, our guy, Hold Tight Tef, man, album coming out in the summer as well, my guy. He says, who's the most perfect replacement for Pogba? Should we leave him?
There's not one. There's not one. But if Pogba leaves, man, to get Ndidi and Ndombele, bro.
I think you need a combination of players. There isn't single one player who can do that.
You need to bring in someone to cover the ground and to win the ball like him. Then you need someone that can create as well. So you're probably looking at Felix or you're looking at Fernandes from Sporting.
I like João Felix though, man.
Yeah, João Felix is wavy.
He is a baller.
You know
Again, I look at him. I don't think he'd want to come to us.
Yeah, if we don't cop Felix, he'll end up at Madrid or Barca, yeah?
He ain't coming to us.
And then you look at Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes can replace some of the goals that Pogba's going to leave with. So I think Fernandes, Ndidi, and Ndombele, yeah, them 3, yeah, to replace Fellaini, Pogba, and Herrera. If you do those 3, that balance is mad in the midfield, bruv. Mad. And you still got Fred, you still got Pereira, you know what I mean, to come in and that. But I feel like
should start to be
Matic as well. I forgot about him. Exactly. But I think we need to bring in three midfielders if Pogba leaves, for sure. If we bring in any less than that, we're fucked. We ain't even finishing in the top 4, blood.
There you go, Tess. It's interesting to see what you think. Let me know on Twitter what you're saying, my guy, about that. Billy_me says, the apparent Wan-Bissaka bid. And how will that signing affect Delot's time at the club? I think it could end up propelling him into where he should be playing anyway.
Right wing.
Yeah, as a forward somewhere along the either right wing of a diamond, or right of a flat 4, or right of a front 3.
He's a throwback, old school right winger. Step over down the outside, whip it in. Luis Figo, bruv. Give me that all day. You know what I'm saying?
I think he can grow into that. It's hard to say whether he'll be a world beater now. He hasn't said it or lied, but you can see little bits in his game techie, that can help us a lot and be a very good player.
He's mad techie, boy. Like, he's super techie, man. Like, his passing's good, link up play's good.
Just defensively, it's only as a right back where his questions lie.
Yeah, he looks like a wing back to me.
Yeah,
you know
wing back at most defensive.
But he's brave. Do you know what I mean? He goes at players. I'm all for Dalot as a right winger.
Yeah.
All for it.
Timmy B_20 says, do you think we'll have our summer transfers done by July the 1st?
No, because we're Manchester United. However, I think we'll have the bulk of our work done, and then I think if there's like a marquee, that will come in late, but because Woodward loves a flipping 10:55.
Yeah, I don't think we'll go on tour with the final squad. No, Ollie, I do think we'll have a lot done by then though, because Ollie said from even before, if people ain't fit, I've got my targets ready. If people ain't fit, they're not coming. And I've got my targets. We know what we're looking at. We know what we want. And yes, I want them in by XYZ because I need to get these guys fit. So that being said, even we surely can't mess it up to this stage now where we're not ready for that pre-season tour. I want to be arriving in Perth knowing that I'm seeing XYZ new player there. At least minimum 4. Yeah. Innit?
Absolutely.
Should we say that? Let's set a minimum 4 by July the 1st.
James Sessegnon, them man will be in already. You know what I mean? They'll be there for the tour. But I think the one flagship, there'll be one marquee, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because their contracts take long to negotiate. Same with like the Pogba. If Pogba goes Real Madrid, that deal is gonna take weeks and weeks to conclude. It's not gonna be like, all right, cool, it's done. It's not. It's gonna be like Pogba's agreed to go to Real Madrid, barring negotiations, this, that, and the other, and all these things. That'll take 3 weeks probably to conclude. Do you know what I mean? So, with that in mind, I'd say like the bread and butter of the transfers will be done by the tour, and then I think there'll be one that maybe comes in after.
And it has to fly out there to go and meet the rest of the squad, and kind of. Listen, come to the end of the show, man. Good show. A lot less emotional and heated and passionate as last week's show, which was good because we got so much opinions from that show. Loads of people messaging me saying, love the two sides of the story. This is what Fam TV is about. A lot of people were saying, Rants, this is what needed to be said. Other people disagreeing with you. Some people disagreeing with me. It was brilliant.
Like making videos to reply to it. Not that I asked you a question anyway. But you know what I'm saying? Like they were just saying, people putting stuff out online. Have you seen it? No, because I don't care, bro. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm telling you about the reality that we live in, bro. Like it's my you can't deny man's
your
reality.
opinion. Absolutely.
It's my reality. It's a life I live, bro. If you don't live in my skin, in my shoes, then really and truly, like your opinion only holds so much weight. Do you see what I'm saying? Like it's just like the other day they were talking about a man deciding about women's abortions, bro. As a man, you ain't got no right to have the final say on that because you don't live their reality. Do you see what I'm saying? So, like for me, it was one of them things. I'm glad that it got said. The feedback I got was amazing. Like I got loads of positive messages. Do you know what I mean?
Hold tight, Jordan as well. Jordan, from C4 and Talksport. He sent me a message. I know he was with you or sent you a message as well. But listen, that's what it's all about, and that's what we will continue to do on this channel. Mark's been doing a lot of stuff on the Unfollow United stuff, which could be seen as a hot topic. Let's leave it alone. We will always talk about what you lot want to talk about.
Also, we don't all have the same opinions. That's what you're going to get from here. You're going to get loads of different opinions, bro. It's not an echo chamber. We're not trying to silence each other's opinions. Do you know what I mean? We've all got our own opinions. We're all our own guys. So when you see me and Mark going back and forth about certain things, like me and Mark are always cool, bro. Me and Flex are always cool, but that don't mean we have to agree.
That's it.
Do you know what I mean? And that's what it's about. It's about different opinions.
You and Mark disagree on a lot. Me and you disagree on quite a few things as well.
But that's it. But it doesn't change anything. Don't change the fact that we all got respect for each other, and we respect each other's opinions, whether we agree with them or not. That's what it's supposed to be about.
But chat shit get blocked, don't it?
Oh, all the time. Now you get muted, bro.
I was just muted.
So you don't even know you're blocked.
That's worse.
To yourself.
Muted is way worse.
Just chatting to yourself.
We'll be back same time, same place next week. Before we do the socials and big them up, we've got another United Stand game coming up against Hackney Wick on Saturday. I'm really looking forward to that. Bobby Kasanga, you're back. Bobby Kasanga team.
Rants is bagging.
He's done it.
Rants is bagging. Frodo black. Frodo Baggins black.
Straight back in. Bobby Kasanga. You'll see in the episode that we bring you guys what his team Hackney Wick is all about and the amazing work that he's done with Hackney Wick. So shout out to Bobby.
Saturday team.
Yes, it's Saturday, but they've got like under 6, 7, 8, 9. He's built like a whole empire.
Brilliant.
He's had a indifferent past. He's come away from that and put into his community. It's an amazing story, which we will cover, and no doubt be speaking to him. Absolutely, man, absolutely. And you guys are actually the feedback from the last video, obviously beating Football Daily 6-0. We can tell by all the comments in the videos you lot really enjoyed that, and hopefully I'll get to keep up my 100% scoring record. I have to do it from the spot that time. I know you were a free set piece man as well. And you know what? I didn't even try and take that. I wasn't even really bothered.
But they told you to.
The man them were like, "Go on, Flex, man." All right, cool. So, but Rants socials.
Yeah, at Rants and Bants on Twitter and Instagram, and also jump on the YouTube channel.
That's it. And you know where to find Rants. He will be there every 2. What? And when do you drop? Is it Thursdays you do the Rants?
Monday and Thursdays.
Monday and Thursdays. There, you can find that. Flex UTD across all of the socials. Make sure you guys check that out. Make sure you're following and subscribing to United Stand as usual and sharing the videos. Drop a comment on this week's video, and we will see you same time, same place next week. Peace.